All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Carolina Panthers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 23 yards on the play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
2nd down, Mayfield. Flush to his right. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. A second down throw for Mayfield. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaq Lawson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Now this now, play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Over, 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 over.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Mayfield now on 2nd down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Mayfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Take it at the 37. And running with power here. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
On 1st and 10. Through it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked Picked off at about the 31. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10.
Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And now he'll tuck it and run. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings that they kind of regretted?
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. The Panthers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Mayfield to throw it. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Shaq Lawson in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny finding room inside the 40. A terrific run there by Penny, and even 50 yards on the ground. So all the way down close to the goal line. Good blocking up front. Helped to spring him.
When this drive is over, he's got to get to the bench and sing kumbaya with the offensive line, doesn't he? Big-time openings for him. Gets him all the way down to the 2-yard line. Let's see if they can pound it in.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very solid gain of 27. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Pitching it out to McCaffrey. Bringing him to the ground defensively, Tedrick Thompson.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Mayfield down. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Detroit! Detroit!
Mayfield. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And this is caught. He hits more. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. This quarterback now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a 1st down here. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That's a microcosm of how it's gone for their rushing game so far this year. 29th in the league on the ground.
Yeah, it's a great illustration of what we're seeing because these problems go back to the offensive line. You can't give guys free access to your backfield. Can't let these free runners come and get them because free runners turn into free hitters.
Now Mayfield. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw, Mayfield. And that's complete to Jesse James. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's got this one down to the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On second down, McCaffrey. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this.
Detroit! Detroit! We got three, fellas. We got 3.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. 4th down, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Gone, gone!
Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
A handoff to Penny. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous. Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Brewer. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Carolina getting set to take the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
.30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. That is going to be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt. And if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, Brewer. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. A final shot before break. Brewer. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And Callaway taking it in left side. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brewer dumps that off to Penny as running back. Oh, and now he bowls him over. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Watch it now, Barney.
Throwing on 1st down. Brewer. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Watch him now, Barney.
Here's a give to Penny. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st and 10, Brewer finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
No, check, Patriot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 1st down, Brewer. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Now Rashad Penny. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Throwing on 1st down. Brewer throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Brewer. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
They get it to him running left. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal, and that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And that will make the lead now 26. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick. But that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They gave up the 3. They're losing in this ballgame. Now it's their chance to set the offensive tone for the second half.
And it's interesting how the offense will go about helping them, too. Because so many times you're looking to control a game with your defense. Well, your defense just gave up 3. Now your offense, as you said, has to set a tone and get you back into it or ahead in the game. Let's see if they can pull it off and get downfield and do exactly that.
We'll see if they can. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
3-19! 3-19!
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
To throw on 2nd down. Brewer throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful Arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The Seahawks on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's the backup, Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and the Panthers have recovered.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
him. No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. First down, Mayfield. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it's caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Detroit!
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief, that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Mariota on first down. Forced out to his left. Escapes the sack. To the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll
run it now out of the gun. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Mariota to throw it. Leaves it for Penny. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Petty, a first down carry. Gets past one man. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Old Coach Remind used to say all the time, hey, sometimes you got to put your nose down, put your shoulder down, and drive forward and get some yardage. Save those dance moves for the senior ball, son.
The defense, though, they were crashing hard. He didn't really have much of a chance. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 3rd down, Mariota. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. And this one is right through. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Mayfield on 1st down. And an alley to run. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Nazir Jones busting through to get him for a loss of 6. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11.
Go, go, go. Hey, check my 33. Check my... Gun!
Working out of the gun. Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Wait a second, they did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. On the run, it's Penny. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Seahawks, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Carolina, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.